There was another continent called Mu, located between Asia and America, with its capital in the Gobi Desert, and its people known as the Uyghur. Manuscripts were found in an Indian monastery documenting the origin of the world, the history of Earth, and the continent of Mu and its people. In the Gobi Desert, a tomb was also discovered 50 feet deep, containing a king and queen, along with the emblem of the rulers of Mu, the double arch, the staff, and the circle. This discovery was made by Soviet scholar Kozlov, and the tomb is dated to 18,000 years ago. Similar symbols were also found in Tibet and southern France, and Tibetan manuscripts indicate that the civilization of Mu flourished 75,000 years ago. Colonel Churchward, an English explorer, spent 50 years among the remnants of Mu, gathering information and attempting to decode the mysteries of its stones. He discovered a story akin to that of Bilqis, the Queen of Sheba, mentioned in the Old Testament's Book of Kings and in the Quran's Surah Saba. The Egyptian Book of the Dead recounts what befell the inhabitants of Mu, stating that a star approached Earth, drawing closer and turning everything to ash and smoke, after which seawater came and extinguished everything. The book laments the fate of the people of this continent. The book says, "The people of Mu have gone to the place of rest sought by all, and to the paradise promised by the priests. There the soul goes and does not return." An inscription found on a stone bears a prayer asking the Lord for mercy on his good servants, discovered by Colonel Churchward, who attributes much of what has been found and known about Mu to the Egyptian Book of the Dead. The continent of Mu vanished, leaving behind only a few islands known as Easter Island, famous for its massive statues. Mu disappeared like Atlantis, leaving no evidence for scientists to ascertain a fundamental reason for their disappearance. There is no hope of finding proof to contradict the Holy Scriptures, which say that the heavens intervene when the time comes, bringing an end to a people and concluding everything. The submerged walls near the island of Bimini bear inscriptions and symbols similar to those found in the Old Testament, even though these walls date back to a time before the Old Testament. Similarly, indigenous peoples in the Americas recount stories similar to those in the Egyptian Book of the Dead and the Book of Genesis in the Old Testament. Popular legends and ancient manuscripts from Tibet, Greece, and Mexico contain narratives similar in form, substance, and meaning. The ages of these legends range from 2,000 to 20,000 years. Scientists have attempted to connect the remnants of scattered civilizations, the civilizations of Peru, Mexico, and ancient Egypt. They searched the caves of Libya and southern Sudan for evidence linking these civilizations, but without success. However, scientific evidence from artifacts, ancient maps, and inscriptions found in Mexico, Spain, France, Ireland, Scotland, Germany, Romania, and Portugal confirms that civilizations rose, flourished, and disappeared, only to be revived again. This happened thousands of years before our present civilization. Asian civilizations are believed to have existed hundreds of thousands of years before ours. Scientists confirm that floods have occurred repeatedly between France and England, and that cosmic disasters have struck multiple times. Stone tools, axes, saws, and other items over 50 million years old have been found in northern Britain. Skulls and human remains dating back 1 million years have been discovered in Tanzania. Archaeologists have found pieces of colored crystal glass on the ocean floor and in other locations that were unaffected by extremely high temperatures, suggesting an artificial origin and an age of 30,000 years. Through inscriptions found in the caves of Tassili, Vienna, and Iceland, chemists discovered that the materials used in pottery had strong radioactive properties. Analyzing these materials, they concluded that their age is approximately 30,000 years. In Beijing, 3 skulls were discovered. One of an Indian woman, another of a European man, and a third of a young Eskimo, dating back 20,000 years. How did they all come together in this place? In the Chilean desert, glass believed to be from a wristwatch was found, half a millimeter thick, incredibly transparent and unbreakable, with an age of 20,000 years. Greek fishermen found pieces of metal embedded in a sponge that, when assembled, resembled an electronic computer. Physicist Trick remarked that these could only be the remnants of an electronic brain that operated with remarkable precision 20,000 years ago. On Hindu temples in the Indian state of Kapurthala, an aerial image of the Giza area is depicted. These temples were built thousands of years before the pyramids. In Madras, India, a steel pillar was found that scientists believe could only have been manufactured at a temperature of 500 degrees Celsius. This metallic pillar is estimated to be 20,000 years old. In the Turkish city of Kayonu, advanced metal needles that have not rusted over 9,000 years were discovered. In southern England, a thread of pure gold was found. Scientists confirmed that the gold was crafted around 30,000 years ago. In northern Britain, nails of various sizes, some threaded and still unrusted, were found dating back 30,000 years. Archaeologists discovered a stone near Vienna engraved with a woman in a dress and hat. This stone dates back 20,000 years. In Vienna, within a cave, a stone was found depicting people wearing jackets, trousers, hats, shoes, socks, and glasses. This stone is 15,000 years old, indicating a civilization resembling ours. In 1957, old maps belonging to the Turkish captain Piri Reis were discovered in Topkapi Palace, Istanbul. These maps accurately depict coastlines, including North and South America and Antarctica, revealing Greenland, which modern science only recently discovered. After studying the map, the U.S. Navy concluded it might have been copied from an older map dating back 10,000 years, given that the geographical features of South America closely resemble those shown on the map. In the caves of Tassili, in the Jebel region near the Libyan-Algerian border, images of giants in transparent helmets resembling astronauts, alongside unknown animals and fish, were found. Women in swimsuits and a giant blonde woman were also depicted. The analysis of these inscriptions suggests they were created 20,000 years before our civilization. Drawings and inscriptions in the caves and on walls in southern France, Vienna, Australia, southern India, Central Africa, Peru, and Easter Island provide undeniable evidence of civilizations predating ours by thousands of years and indicate that human civilizations have existed eternally, rising and disappearing due to astronomical or other reasons. When they vanish, they take their secrets with them, leaving details only in holy books and some ancient manuscripts, often without adequate explanation. Archaeology, one of the latest sciences and a science of the future, has helped reveal some secrets of these civilizations, affirming the authenticity of holy texts. However, interpretations derived from the Torah on the creation of the world, the emergence of humanity, genealogies, and the flood in the first 11 chapters are still judged by science as flawed, contradictory, and inconsistent. Concepts stemming from geology are at odds with Torah accounts. Efforts by contemporary theologians to interpret these texts neither satisfy nor align with modern scientific logic. There seems to be no end to this ongoing debate between the two sides unless they find the missing link that we will attempt to trace in the coming pages between myths and flying saucers.